Yummy. Hey guys, so I had to clean out my roaches, so I figured I'd give you guys an update on them. These are dubia roaches. These are my feeders. This is their regular container. I put them in here to clean them. There's still a little bit of food, a little bit of poop as well in there, but that's okay because the nymphs also eat the poop, so I'm going to leave a little bit of that in there anyways. So also I'm going to be dumping these into the container like I said, and I'm also going to go through my breeder bin, and as you can see, little ones scurrying around. I'm sure there's a whole lot of babies that need to join these guys for tarantula dinner. So anyways, I'm going to pour these guys into here. There are so many. That is crazy. And as you guys are probably thinking, this is a bit small for them, which it sort of kind of is. So I'm gonna have to get them a new bin. So what I do is I put these drink holders per se from Tim Hortons or McDonald's, which we have here in Canada, and that also gives them a lot more room. As you can see, they're already heading for the dark, and that should be good. There's their, that's just dog food, and their water, which right now I'm just using paper towel. Paper towel. I used to use the water crystals. I still use them, but I find they dry out really quickly. So I'm just going to try this for a little while and see how that works. And as you guys can see, that looks very slippery, which it is. But what I do, I take sandpaper and I rough up the inside and the outside of the dishes. As you can see on that food dish as well, it's all scuffed up. That way they can grip it to get in and out of it. So there we go. Let's just have a look here. Yeah, lots. And there's so under here already. Look, that is just crazy. So anyways guys, I'm gonna pause this for just a minute, and we're gonna check out what we got going on over here. Hey guys, we're back. Anyways, here is my breeder bin. There's a female roach there, male just scurried under. As you can see on just this first carton, lots of babies on it. There's a male there. The males are winged, and the females are not winged like that one there. So anyways, we're going to shake this out, make a little bit of noise. Actually, I'll probably just pause you guys because this is very noisy when the camera's down in there, and that way I can get all these guys off, and then we'll have a look at them once I get all the nymphs off of the cartons, and we'll separate the adults and the babies. 1 minute. Hey guys, I got them all, well, not separated, but I got them all shaken off the carton. As you can see, it is just crawling with babies, which is a good thing. I've seen one that, here it is here. This one here, you can see the pure white. That's a freshly molted nymph. They are white when they first molt, and within probably a few hours they go the brown or whatever color they are. So pretty cool. There's a regular little nymph beside them. Anyways guys, I'm going to separate these guys and clean this, and then I'm going to dump the baby nymphs in with my feeder bin, or into my feeder bin, and put the adults back in here. Okay guys, there's my adults separated. I usually count them, but I think the ratio is good. I usually do 4 females to 1 male. You can do 3 to 1, or 4 to 1, or 5 to 1. I tend to go on the higher ratio of females because males, they will fight, and I did find one dead male in here, and that's generally because males are territorial and there's not enough females. They will fight each other. So I never ever find a dead roach unless it's a male, a mature male, and that's just strictly because he's gotten into a fight with another male. So anyways, that's my ratio, 4 to 1 or 5 to 1, and so far it's been working out well. So let's dump these guys and girls back in here. Put a couple in there. Always make sure there's nothing on the bottom. I use a bucket, a few different buckets to sift them, and I still have to do the babies because they went through the big holes, and they're in here with, as you can see, a bunch of poop and a little bit of leftover food. So I'll sift them through another finer one just to get the poop out. The food's okay, I'll just throw that in with the feeders. Anyways guys, I'll be right back. Hey guys, here's all my nymphs that I got out of my breeder bin. A lot of little bits of dog food in there, but that's okay. I'm going to just dump that in with the other feeders, and the nymphs, you know, give them another spot to feed on the bottom of the feeder bin. So anyways, I don't know how many's in there, but well, hundreds if not 1,000. That's probably, I do this about once a month. So I mean, that's a lot of roaches from a fairly small colony. So anyways, dump them in. I'm just going to put them down on the side here where the food can be. Still lots. Hang on guys, I got podges. Okay, sorry guys, I had some stuck on the bottom of the bucket and I had to bang it to get it off. So always check the bottom of your bucket, make sure there's no roaches left there, because you know, you set it down and then you got them out in your house. But you know what, these guys are dubias. They're a tropical roach. They won't breed in regular room temperature. They can't climb walls, so you know, people say, oh, their houses could get infested, but these guys, not likely. You know, the red runners and that, yeah, okay, because they can get up the walls and whatnot. So I just stick with the dubias. And I'd like to get some Madagascars as well. They're pretty much similar, very similar, but just look different. Anyways guys, I know this was a long video on my roaches, but this is a mixed bag, so we got lots more to look at. Hopefully you guys are still with me, and let's see what else we have. Hey guys, I'm not sure if you can see that, but on the bottom of this enclosure, which is my big Amphibius species enclosure, there's some mold going on. I'm not happy about it, because this enclosure took me a lot of work to do, but I stuffed an old t-shirt in there because I seen a little bit starting at the entrance of her burrow, but I dug her out, and I just stuffed that in there so it didn't spread. But anyways, I got her out, so I'm gonna have to rehouse her. So she's gonna go in this for now. It's just temporary, because this enclosure here, it's 50 gallons, so that's 3 feet by 18 by 2, I believe. That is a lot of substrate. So I'm not sure. This I mixed peat and topsoil, and then I got my natural moss and everything in there. But anyways, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, if I'm going to do the same thing over again. I don't know if you guys see up top here, I vented it out. I may have to put more holes in it. But sometimes, you know, mold just happens and it has nothing to do with the substrate. So anyways, I set this up, and I had to put her in a little small container until I set this up. So we're going to rehouse her. So let's hope this goes well. It'll go well. She kicks. I itch like a crazy person after the fact. So I just put her in here. She's been in here for a few days. I put a water dish in there with her, but she keeps dumping it over. So I'm not going to pick her up. I'm going to coax her over. Hang on one sec, guys. Try to build that up a little bit. She's a beauty. Big girl. So yeah, she's gonna go in here for a little while until I figure out what I'm gonna do with. I don't know why this is not focusing today. Until I figure out what I'm gonna do with her enclosure. So that being said, she's probably gonna kick. So I got my long sleeves on. I handled her, I think it was a couple weeks ago. She kicked just a little bit, and I was itching, blistering for like a week. So hopefully this goes okay, and I'm just gonna concentrate. Come on, baby. You're okay. You know what? I probably should just cup her. I was hoping she would just walk over. Come on, girl. She hasn't kicked yet. That's my worst fear. I got a long brush, so I think she was sleeping, so I might have startled her a little bit. Butt's up. That's not good. See, she's a little bald there. I'm kicking. Oh, baby, up. Okay, guys, I'm gonna pause you. I'm gonna have to get a cup. Alrighty, I'm back. I'm just gonna kind of scooch her into the cup and hopefully just walk her over when she's in the cup a little bit. I'll lift her. Come on, girl. Get out. There she is. Not sure if that's hair flying or just dust, but anyways, guys, there she is. My bee girl. Like I said, this is temporary. I put a water dish in there for her, and I just got this is a mixture of peat and topsoil. I just put a piece of wood in there, a little bit of decoration. So I mean, like I said, it's temporary. I mean, it's big enough for her, but I think she likes that better. So anyways, guys, let's see what else we have. Okay, guys, this is Theraphosa apophysis, pingfoot Goliath. She molted just over a week ago, so I'm going to feed her, or attempt to feed her, male dubia roach. Yep, she was hungry. Pretty cool. As you can see, she's put on a good bit of size. Actually, here's her old molt. And there she is there, looking absolutely beautiful. So I have 2 out of the 3 Theraphosas. I have the Apophysis, Sturmey, and I do not have a T. Blondie, which is the most desired, and probably the most, well, they are the most expensive. Anyways, guys, that's just an update on her, and feeding after her molt. On to the next. Okay, this is Marilyn, my Brachypalma bomi, Mexican fire leg. She also molted, so we are going to try her on a roach too. Oh, that didn't go so well. There we go. Get the other roach out of here. Oh, it's gone. She's looking absolutely stunning in her new duds. She actually matches her plant, or her fake plant leaf that's in there. She's not giving us much action, but that's okay. First roach dropped, and I guess she didn't sense it. She could have been sleeping. Well, I don't know if they sleep, but sometimes they hunker down and looks like they're sleeping. But yeah, she got that roach. So let's see what else we have, guys. Okay, this is my NC Sling Trinidad Olive. It had molted. I think it might have chewed its molt up though. He or she was just out, but I took the lid off and it scampered away. So we'll try this. hungry because it's been out, so I just wanted to give it a chance to harden up. But the tea, you can see right there in the middle, and some good size, so it's got a couple mealworms in there, so I'm sure he or she will get it once I turn the light off. Anyways, guys, see what else we have. Alrighty, so here we have Brachypelma verdesis, Mexican Rose Gray. This one is molted, I think it was a couple days ago. She's not ready, she's not ready for a feed yet. And this thing was in pre-molt forever. So anyways, I'm going to get the molt out. Hopefully I don't freak her or him out too much, which is good. Didn't do anything. So yeah, this one I just noticed, I think it was yesterday. It was, you can see its web bed there. It was doing its tarantula yoga. Well, I think I heard someone say that online this past week, and I thought that was a pretty neat terminology, because after they molt, they do all these stretches and stuff like that to, you know, before or as they're hardening up. So anyways, guys, that's a look at her. I'm gonna have a look at that molt. I don't know if it's can be sexed or not. I'll have to have a look. But anyways, guys, let's see what else we have. Okay, this is the enclosure to my Brachypelma ovipilosum number 3, my sling. As you can see, it's right there. It has molted. I think it molted just before my last feeding video, so he wasn't on there, he or she. So I am going to attempt to drop a mealworm in front of its burrow. Oh, you got it, and he's gone, he or she. Sorry about the shakiness, guys. But yeah, there he or she is. This doesn't want to focus. But yeah, he got his meal. So anyways, guys, that's just an update on it. It's doing well. And let's see what else we have. You guys can see that, but it's through the enclosure because it's a little foggy. But there's Marilyn. She's up right off the ground. The roach is doing the dance. But, as most of you guys know, tarantulas will stand right up like this if the prey item is big. So if it was low to the ground. Now, a roach is not going to do any harm to this tarantula, but if it was, you know, in the wild, it could be a rodent, or, you know, even a small snake or a lizard or something. If they're touching the ground, that gives them leverage to, you know, fight the tea, possibly even bite or inflict an injury on the tarantula. So this is why they stand up like this when prey item is a little on the larger side. Anyways, guys, let's see what else we have. Alrighty, so right there we have Poecilotheria ornata, fringed ornamental, number 2. It molted probably about 5 days ago. So I'm going to attempt to feed it a mealworm. Nice. Kind of got it off camera. See if we can do this. Focus. Yeah, there he is, or she, and it's molt, I believe. I've just seen it. I don't know where its molt went, but it was there. It was actually hanging just above it. Maybe when it went down, it fell in to its burrow. I can't see that happening though. Well, I think there it is, just to the left of the tea and the mealworm. Part of it anyways. Anyways, guys, let's see what else we got going on. Okay guys, trying to focus on this, but this is my enclosure to my P. muticus, my king baboon. Once again, he or she has locked itself in. So what I'm going to do is give it a light spray down, and then I'm going to, as I did in my last feeding video or the one before, I'm going to unbury this area, because its tunnel goes down through here. I'm going to attempt to feed it. So I'm just going to pause you guys. Okay guys, so I dug up the burrow. I didn't dig her out. What I did, I just dug the burrow up. Took my poker here to see if it went through, and it did because she was attacking it. So anyways, I'm going to throw a roach down there. And hopefully she goes for it. Well, it's in there. Well, there's the roach. I think the T is right there. So, see what happens. Kind of hard to see, but to the left, just where the angle of the burrow is, you can see the T's foot. But anyways, it's in there. We talked about this before, and actually it was Tom Moran brought it to my attention in one of his videos about these guys tend to block up their burrows, and most of us with our other teas are like, yep, it's going to molt, but that's not the case with these guys. They are known to block up their burrow even if they're not in pre-molt. Actually, this one molted probably about 3-4 weeks ago for me, and then, you know, within 2 days after that, it blocked its burrow up again. So you have to dig up the burrow. You know, you got to be careful if, you know, it's been a couple months and the tea's eaten lots, and it could be in pre-molt, but it's kind of tricky. So you got to be careful and make sure your tea is not in pre-molt and you're throwing a prey item down there. I don't find that the roaches bother anything. I'm not saying it's okay to leave them in, but I don't find the roaches bother anything. So superworms, mealworms have been known, and crickets especially, if something is molting, they've been known to start munching on it, and that'll, well, it'll ultimately kill your tea. Not necessarily it's going to eat them alive or to death, but it does cause so much stress that it could kill your tea. Anyways guys, that's just an update on him / her pet hole, and let's see what else we got. Hey guys, this is Southpaws Cambridge Eye Trinidad Chevron number 1. She is out, so I'm going to attempt to feed her a roach. Sorry about the glare. Gosh, she scared me. Got it. Very hard to do this in this enclosure, as I've said before. There she is. With her roach. H-Mac is next door. He's not out. He or she. There's my P. regalis Indian ornamental. So nothing's going on with them today. I'm probably going to use these guys in my little mix bags because it's so hard to get them to feed in the feeding videos. So I'll get what I can and then I'll add it to these videos. Anyways guys, there's a look at her in her enclosure. She's doing great. You know that she's almost out of water. I got to top that up, but let's see what's next. Hey guys, this is my Brachypalma auratum Mexican flame knee. I decided I'd get her out and do a little bit of a handling video. I've handled this one several times before, and she's been really good. This time she was a little hesitant to come out of her enclosure. Kicked quite a bit of hairs and was a little skittish, but once she got out, she was okay. Her chelicera was spread quite a bit, but she settled down now. You can see there it's spread a little bit again. But you know, you just got to know how to read your teas and be careful taking them out. I tend to try coax them out of their enclosure and then get them to walk onto your hand. If you poke at them too much in their enclosure, you know, that's their, you know, their little safe place. They feel very, I don't want to say dominant, but they're okay with being handled, well, more so out than inside their enclosure. But yeah, she's not too happy about the situation, so I'm just going to keep this short. Like I said, I had handled her before, but she's molted since then, and their disposition slash personalities can change from molt to molt. And this is sort of kind of a prime example. I've never seen her spread her fangs like that before while handling, and she's doing it this time, and she kicked a lot of hairs. But that's okay. I mean, she's still being good, and I guess the longer you handle them, they tend to figure out you're not a threat. But you don't want to handle them too long either and stress them out. We're going to cut it short, guys, and I just wanted to add a little bit of a handling video at the end of my mixed bags video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and stay tuned for a feeding video in the next week or so. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day, a great night, wherever you're at. Take care. Say bye. Say bye. Beautiful tea. Take care, guys.